it's Melissa and welcome back to my channel. So today Christy and I have another video in our series Have a Laugh, and I'm also playing along with her 30 Days of Sketches 6. So it is day 5 and I decided to incorporate the two, and I suspect Christy will probably do the same as well. So what I'm working with here is my August hip kit. I've got quite a bit of it left. I finished using it for my design team projects, and so now I feel that I can just use it for whatever I want, really. And so the point of this series is to document the funny things our kids do or say. And we've both got, she's got 3 kids, I've got 4 kids, and there are plenty of moments that I want to put into the scrapbooks of some funny moments. And actually this is a photo that I intended to scrap when Christy and I first did a collab. Before we started this series, this is how the series started, is that we decided to just do a one-off collab of I think Nora had drawn on her face, and I had this photo. This is the photo that I meant to scrap, but I ended up scrapping a photo of Ava with makeup on her face. But this is the one of Brielle with makeup on her face. And a little trick, if you want to get a good photo of this kind of moment before they cry, because they will realize that they've either gotten into your makeup or they've gone crazy on their face like this photo, is you don't laugh and you don't tell them off. You just grab your phone or your camera and take a photo. So you can see on her face she's clearly not happy about it. This photo makes me laugh so much, and it's such a good quality photo as well. I had to do minimal editing on it. But yeah, so her and Azaria, well, Azaria has makeup that she's able to use. I don't really let them wear it out, but they like to play putting on makeup at home. And Brielle's obviously decided to do her own makeup and has gone full on with the lipstick and the eye makeup. And the little outfit she's wearing is a little play suit, and the colours are just so perfect with the colours in this collection. So what I'm doing is just, instead of sticking exactly to the sketch, I'm making it my own. I decided not to incorporate the circular element. I'm using some cardstock for the anchoring piece, and on the sketch that piece goes right down to the bottom of the page, so the full 12 by 12 length, but I've decided to cut it into a banner. So I've taken these pieces away to my sewing machine and stitched them, and just to add some more texture. It's a very busy background, this piece, but I really wanted to use it. The kit has a similar patterned paper for boys as well, and I'm definitely going to use that as a background piece. But for this one, I just thought it was perfect for this little photo of Brielle. So I've taken 3 of the more girly papers in the kit, and I've torn them and, like I said, sewn them, and now I'm just placing them. And so these are not exactly how the papers are in the sketch, and what I love about sketches is, for me, they're really a jumping off point. They give me some inspiration and a place to start. I think I've said this before, that if I like an element of a sketch, I will keep it on my layout, and you'll see that soon when it comes to the florals and the leaves. So I'm just wanting to add a couple of pattern paper mats behind my photo. I did think about using that piece with the hexagons, but I think it was just all too much with that very busy background paper. So at the beginning of my video, I did struggle with which orientation to have that paper, and ideally I would have liked those swatches of colour to go down, but I didn't want to cover them up, and I didn't want to cover up the pink parts, the darker pink, or even a lighter pink, like the mid-tone of pink, because I wanted that to show. And I think that the background paper really does, it's not messy, it is messy, and it kind of reminds me of the fact that she's just put this makeup all over her face. So this paper here with all the flowers is just so beautiful to fussy cut, and if you fussy cut with a white border, that enables you to cut them out and not have to worry about the fact that the leaves aren't attached to the flowers. So I'm just showing you how I fussy cut one of them, and then yeah, I do the rest off camera because you don't need to watch that. So that little piece there is a tag. There's an exclusive die cut tag pack in this kit. In fact, most of the papers, all of the papers actually, and a lot of the embellishments are exclusive to HipKit and designed by HipKit. So I've put foam behind my photo just to lift it up, and I'm using this little triangular ruler just to make sure it lines up straight. That Oh Boy is a cut file that is exclusive to the July Hip kit, and you got in that set of cut files an Oh Boy and an Oh Girl, and the Oh and the Boy were separate, but I have resized them and positioned them and welded them together to make the one title. So I've seen a lot of people use the Oh Girl for girl layouts, the Oh Boy for boy layouts, but I decided to use the Oh Boy because you know what it's like. Oh boy, what have you done? Or oh man, what have you done? So I'm not using it in like a gender specific way. I'm just using it as, oh my goodness, what the heck have you done to your face? Because that's what I thought in my head, even though I couldn't let myself show that so I could get the photo. So I've cut that on some navy cardstock, and one thing I've noticed is since getting the cardstock kit, it definitely opens up a world of possibilities for me in terms of cut files, and even how I've used that cardstock yellow piece as a layering piece. So I've put quite a lot of dimension onto that Oh Boy just to lift it up quite a lot. So I've doubled the dimension, as in I have stuck 2 of those dimensional dots on top of each other. That's one way that you can get more dimension. And then I'm gluing the rest where it's going to lie flat. So that tag, in a previous video I actually cut the top of the tag and used that for another layout. And I'm so glad I kept the tag because it makes the perfect little journaling spot. And I think if you look at the sketch, I've kind of got my journaling under the title like the sketch. So I'm adding some extra embellishment to the right of the title. The sketch doesn't have that, but I really wanted to use what I'd fussy cut, and I think it flows quite nicely around the photo and then down around the title. This ooh la la was perfect as well because, you know, ooh la la. And, yeah, I just think it goes well because it's pretty over the top. So I've just tucked it behind there. It's chipboard exclusive as well, and I just adore the colours in this kit. They're absolutely beautiful. So just playing around with the exclusive die cut ephemera pieces. There's that hot pink lipstick. I have to use that. I just have to get it on the page. There are a few other things I tried, like the sneaker, high top sneaker. There's a microphone, there's a little pair of glasses, but they weren't going to make it on. You get a floral die cut pack in the embellishment kit, and the sketch has a lot of flowers and leaves on the to the right of the photo, and so I really wanted to pull that element of the sketch and copy it really because I loved it. And yeah, so I'm just adding dimension and adding my liquid adhesive, and then what I'm doing is gluing the center of these flowers, and then I come back later. I think I do a couple on camera, most of it off camera, and I bend up the edges of the petals, and then I put tiny little Stampin' Up! Dimensionals underneath all of the leaves to ensure that when this goes into my page protector, all that dimension is going to stay. So I don't really like things to be flat, I like them to be lifted up, and I like a bit of movement and definitely lots of dimension. I've also used some of the chipboard flowers as well, and they obviously are flat because they are chipboard. So I think the fussy cut flowers, the die cut flowers, and the chipboard flowers all work really well for this layout. That little piece of floral that I'm working with there is one that I fussy cut off that floral paper. You would have seen it before to put the second mat behind my photo. So you can see here, I wait till the glue dries, and that Nuvo glue is really quick drying, and then I go in and lift up things and tuck them dimension under. So here I've just made that hot pink lipstick go on the page. I like how it sits there above the Oh Boy. And now just adding my journaling. So yeah, I've really loved making this layout. It's definitely made me laugh, and I think it goes with the theme of have a laugh. Do make sure that you follow Christy. You should follow her anyway, but she has a video a day for her 30 days of sketches. I'm planning on playing along as much as I can, and I'm a little bit late, so I'm probably going to go back and I would really love to create all of the layouts in her 30 days. I think I say this every time, but I'm quite determined this time. So my final touch is to add some white Liquitex acrylic ink and some enamel dots. So here we have a few close-ups, and thank you so much for watching.